Yes, we can do that. But morning separate I did it for 6 a.m. I think 7 p.m. Admins will do for 7.
Yeah. Now, but the number of children coming for program is very large. So what we should do, all the people who are admins should become children teacher. Good idea.
Yes, Prabhu.
Ready? They are enjoying so much. You should all see their classes once in a while. Hare Krishna, everybody. Only 300 people have come till now. Mataji, everybody is invited, no? Okay. My voice is clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Now, who else has to be made admin? Devika, Shetty, Radha, anybody?
Not as Prabhuji, just for the shloka recitation, I came into this. But I think Kundan, Chandini Mataji is already co-host. Kundan Prabhu, I think. Admin Kundan. Yeah. He has raised his hand.
Ah, okay. Hare Krishna. We also have two events coming up now. One is Ekadashi coming day after tomorrow, and 14th, Makar Sankranti. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashata Shatari Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Namo Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. Nice to see you all again. So today we have various things to do. Third chapter we will teach. And yesterday I finished with you 18 reasons we are not the body. So I will today show you two videos. One video is that of 8-minute video of Born Again, Death Again. That's a Radha Mataji. That's a nice video. Hare Krishna. And second thing we will.
Yes, sir.
Second thing we have to. That is one. And second thing we have to do is that we have to show the me and my mind wala video. Okay? And then we can spend time on question answers today. Tomorrow we can start on the mind control techniques. 27 techniques we will take 3 times. Then after that we'll take presentation on personality development, and then after that science of spirituality as Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining. I take it as Krishna's arrangement to give me company of wonderful devotees. You all come to hear Bhagavad Gita, so you're all devotees. Mataji, do you know Vaishnava Pranam Mantra? Vancha Kalpatarubhasya, do you have that? You can share in the group to everybody.
Yes, Prabhuji, will say.
Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhave Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavanam. In ISKCON, that's an etiquette. Whenever we meet devotees, we give this respect. Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhave Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavanam. So you should, everybody should know that. That's the etiquette. Nice. Okay, so let us start. Hare Krishna. So thank you everybody for joining. Let us start. How work can be worship. That is today's topic. First chapter, the topic was the different observation of the same battlefield. Dhritarashtra, Arjuna, Duryodhana. That's all it is. Second chapter, Krishna answers Arjuna's concern, 5 concerns. That's the second chapter. Finished. Isn't it looking simple? Now, how work can be worship? Now, the very first chapter, Bhagavad Gita, can be divided into 3 chapters. And all the experts take the first 6 chapters as the chapters of Karma Yoga, because that is predominantly there. How we can do our activities, and through that activities, worship the Lord. How work can you worship? The middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, 7 to 12, are chapters of bhakti, predominantly. So cream is in the between. Any sandwich, cream is in between. So first 6 chapters means how we can reach bhakti through karma. The last 6 chapters are how to reach bhakti through jnana. And the middle chapters are bhakti itself. That really is sandwich in the middle. So that is now the sandwich is forming karma yoga. And another way to look at it, as chapters and chapters go, Krishna is enhancing Arjuna's surrender to him. So each chapter as you go enhances of surrender and faith to the Lord. And final chapter, if you're properly heard and the speaker was proper, you take shelter of Krishna. And in what do you do in take shelter of Krishna in Kali Yuga? You agree to chant his holy names. So you take 18 days or you take 1 day, my humble request to you, start chanting his holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The chanting of this holy name is very, very pleasing to the Lord. So Arjuna wants to create confusion because he doesn't want to fight. So there are so many things he says. Krishna, tell me one thing. You told me this way, you told me this way, you told me other way, I'm getting confused. Tell me one thing. Where is the evidence of that? There is evidence of that. 2.11 to 2.30, Krishna talked about separating body and the soul and the nature of the soul. That kind of cultivation knowledge looks to be inactivity. And then after that, we see 2.38 to 53, Krishna talks about devotional service. Neya vikramanashvasti pratyavayo na vidyate. Salpo abhyasya dharmasya trayate mahatova. Little devotional service can save you from the greatest danger. So one side is activity, one side is inactivity. What are you supposed to do, Krishna? He cleverly tried to create confusion so that he can avoid fighting the war. And Krishna catches such things right on target. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyarthan vimodhatma mityachara sa uchyate. Very famous shloka. Karmendriyani samyamya. A person is controlling his senses. Ya aste manasa smaran. But the mind is contemplating a sense enjoyment. Indriyarthan vimodhatma. This person is the fool number 1. Because why? Indriyarthan is always hovering a sense. Mithyachara so uchyate. He's not a brahmachari, he's a mithyachari. Look at this brahmachari. Look at him. On hand, cigarette. He's not brahmachari, he's a mithyachari. He's the dress of a brahmachari, but activities of a mithyachari. Mithyachari is a very bad word. This English is called pretender, and worse, hypocrite. Nobody likes hypocrisy. So Arjuna wanted to run in the forest. Krishna said, this is what you'll end up doing if you do that. You are not pure, Arjuna, as a Kshatriya. Krishna is addressing Arjuna as a Kshatriya. Otherwise, he is an eternal associate of the Lord. But he has to set a role model for Kshatriya. Arjuna, you run away like this, sit in the forest, actually you'll do nothing. Better do something here. Don't try to artificially try to do something which you're not capable of. In fact, in Kali Yuga, stopping activities is bad. Nobody can stop activities. Something he has to do. Yesterday after class, somebody asked me, "What are you doing then?" I don't have time for sleeping. I'm working all day. Something you should be contributing for the society. You cannot stop activities. Okay? Stop activities in idle mind is devil's workshop, 100% for anybody. Nobody has the purity to just sit and think about the Lord. We should be engaged. 8 hours be engaged to give rest to the body. 8 hours have some engagement for the livelihood. And 8 hours you should be doing sadhana. Because you are full time, if you are a retired person like us, we are also retired, young retired or old retired, then 16 hours you can do service to the Lord. But overall, body needs some time, mind needs some time, and soul needs some time. But to stop all activities and sit down, then this all cigarette is just beginning, so many things. They take ganja also. So in North India you come, so many sadhus, you've seen Kumbh Mela, they take ganja. And then they pass off at spiritualist. It's spiritualist. He is not Brahma Bhuta, he's cigarette Bhuta or ganja Bhuta. Here is an example given. This should be very carefully taken with the example of a very, very great personality called Bharat Maharaj. But there is a lesson here. That's why this pastime have it recorded in the Bhagavatam. What is the lesson here? Bharat Maharaj was a very great king. So great, whole India was named after him as Bharatvarsha. And he came to the forest and he was doing some tapasya. Actually, not whole India, it's whole planet at that time. Now, people will not be able to believe India was ruling the whole world. And we lost Pakistan, Bangladesh, like that we lost everything. Anyway, so he came to the forest, leaving his kingdom at quite a young age. He could have still ruled more, but his son was ready, handed over the throne, came back to the forest. And he was very busy doing a tapasya and worship of the Lord here, chanting his holy names. And he was so happy that tears of love of God used to come on his eyes. Tears of love of God. He was very advanced. There's almost in the bhava stage, he reached one stage before prema. There are 9 steps in spiritual development. He reached the 8th stage. Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha, Bhajan, Kriya, Anarthi, Mriti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. Some other time I will tell you the 9 stages. So now having reached the Bhava stage, he is extremely happy. Spiritually, full of spiritual happiness. Suddenly what happens? A tiger comes running behind a deer, the mother of this small deer. And she is pregnant. And she jumps across the stream to save her life. But in fear, she has what is known as premature delivery. A child falls in the water. She lands on the other side of the stream, continues to run for her life, and out of exhaustion and labor pain, she collapses in a cave and dies. And the small child was floating in the water. So Bharat Maharaj got up. He said, no, this is emergency. I have to take care of this here. And he went and picked up the deer, brought her to the ashram. Little care he took to the deer, and then the deer has nothing to do with him. He will run behind in the whole forest. And he, like a fool, are running behind him to protect him. How is it practical? How is it practical? All day, stopped all his spiritual practices. You see, even he's doing puja, his eyes are on the deer only. And if you had to do all this thing, why he left her home and came here first? Tell me. You came here so that he can focus on the Lord. His wives are there, his children are there, his whole kingdom is there, animals are there, everything is affection. He has left all to become serious in spiritual life. Just because when your exam is coming, we do that or not? As a medical college, they tell me, sir, it's underground. We are underground. They don't pick up any call. They don't talk about anything. Just study for a few months. Same way, when the exam of death is coming, person should become very serious and udasi. You focus on your paper. This will go on according to laws of karma. So emergency need he has given, but he was running whole day. Whole day he was running. Hare Krishna Kundan, any problem? Hare Krishna, any problem anybody is facing? I hope I can continue.
No problem.
Then why did admin Kundan? Okay, somebody else. So this all went on. Now, let us see what happens next. On the other hand, if a sincere person tries, so this is not respected because he lost his spiritual life. And interestingly, next life, he became a deer. So Shastra gives this example. Instead of going back to Godhead, he had to become a deer. One day, searching for this deer, which did not come back. Because deer has nothing to do with him. He's searching for his own friend deers and playing with them. And this fellow has no other work now. He's running after a deer. I have to save him. I have to save him. And one day, deer did not come only. He has no, sometimes deer is not coming only. What he has to do with him? This guy gone crazy actually. And whole day is to search for him. So I have to protect him. I have to protect him. He was not interested. And this guy is running like a fool behind him. And one day, deer did not come only. He was searching for the deer in the dark. He fell down from the mountain on the ground. Thud. And remembering the deer, he became a deer next time. So then, but Krishna was kind to him that, hey, he done so much spiritual practice, then behaved like a fool. Krishna said, let me give a concession and gave him the memory of what all happened. So next life, born as a deer, he had a memory of what all happened. And next to that, he was given a straight human birth. And in that birth, he was so silent, he used to be called Jada. Jada means total silent, Jada Bharata, totally silent. Because he was very serious now, not to take mistake like what he has done. Okay, Bhagavatam has this beautiful narration, we can learn about. On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga and Krishna consciousness, he without attachment, he is by far superior. So look at him, the king is brooming in front of Jagannatha. That is better to do something. Sincere sweeper in the street is better than a charlatan meditator. What do you say? Isn't it? A sincere sweeper in the street better than a hypocrite. A sadhu is a hypocrite. Better than him. He's just a parasite in the society. Better than a sincere sweeper. At least earning his honest livelihood. When our Acharya Prabhupada used to see anywhere, in Dhamas also, you've seen some people just sitting whole day. They have a dakshina plate in front of them. They please give dakshina, I'm just sitting. So Prabhupada said, these people, they should give them some job. What are they doing? It's not allowed. It's not allowed. Well, what's your problem? You are healthy. Why don't you work? Do something for your maintenance. But just sit like a parasite and people should feed me is very not correct. And rather, without activity, person gets involved into sinful activities. So, yagnarthat karmano anyatra loko ayam karma vandana. Work and sacrifice of Vishnu has to perform. Otherwise, work causes bond in the middle world. Loko ayam karma vandana. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duty for his satisfaction. That way you will always remain free from bondage. I remember once when I was to live in Delhi, in childhood, near my home was a house. And we could see that person, one person, he was a normal dress all the time. But before going out, he used to wear the sadhu dress and go for collection. That was his work. Evening, come back with some collecting some money and maintain his family. What is this? Why? What is all this job? So it should not be there. So any activity you do now, how work and you worship, it has to have some connection to the Lord. Without sacrifice of Vishnu, it has to develop a connection. Otherwise, it's not good. Let us understand them more. You see here, the different stages are there. The first stage is that what is dharma finally? Let us understand. Dharma means orders of God. What does it mean? Orders of God. Many nowadays say Hinduism way of living. They can nothing bigger nonsense than that. Dharma is orders of God. Way of living according to orders of God. Not what ways of living you imagine. Donkey also lives a life. Pig also lives a life. That is also dharma or what? People have made any khichdi like that. I accept the orders of Lord and execute them. That is dharma. Okay? So Krishna gives orders that is contained in the Vedas. Somebody told Acharya Prabhupada, finally Vedas are also written by a human being. Prabhupada said, yes, but not a man like you. Written by a man, but not a man like you. Written by a man, but not a man like you. And then based on the Vedas, you govern your livelihood. Whatever activities you do, the direction of the Vedas are guiding us. Don't do this, do this. Based on that, when you live your life, then artha will come. When you follow dharma, artha will come. You get money. With that money, you worship the Lord. You do yajna. But the problem with the yajna is one thing, it is expensive. Because the ghee is 500 rupees liter today. And second thing is that there is nobody who can chant the Vedic mantras properly. Neither he can, even if he can chant the Vedic mantra properly, he cannot do it with proper consciousness. So the Lord's directions of the Vedas govern our life, and that with the result of that, you do yajna. With the result of yajna, rain will come. Why? Understand this. We are in a hospital, not a hotel. We come, all of the problem is we are thinking this is a hotel when it is a hospital. Hospital means there are austerity, there are rules and regulations given which you have to follow. You have proper attitude, totally change your attitude. Hotel is a spiritual word where you enjoy. Mental word is not a hotel, it's a hospital, it's a trade for treatment. Now, when you follow the rules and regulations in a hospital, the doctor, nurses, and all become so happy because the hospital is with the purpose to cure you. But you're participating in the whole purpose of the hospital, then the nature will support your lives wonderfully. So therefore, rain will come. Because of rain, you get grain. Okay? And because of grain, you can make nice food stuff and you can offer to the Lord. And then Lord give direction. It's a chakra, cycle of sacrifice. Evam pravartitam chakram, this chapter says that. Okay, I hope you understand this. Krishna gives the order, that is the Vedas. The orders of the Veda mean including Gita Bhagavatam. In fact, rather Gita Bhagavatam are the best part of the Vedas. They are ripened fruit of the Vedic tree. So you take message of Gita Bhagavatam, and that instruction should guide my life. If I follow my life guided by those instructions, I think I can show you. The direction of the Lord in the Vedas govern our life. If you follow the direction of the Vedas, you will get Artha. And seeing that you are participating in the purpose of creation and purifying yourself by following the direction of Vedas into your personal life, the nature will respond. You will get nice rain. The rain is there is grain. Then with the grain, you offer nice food to the Lord, and you can have some prasada. Yagnarthat karmano anatya lokayam karma sambandhana. Now the yagna in Kali Yuga is Sankirtana. These homas are not recommended because very expensive, neither you find proper people who can chant properly. So this is the yagna which is recommended. Krishna varnam tasha krishnam sangopangasya pashadam yagnai sankirtana prayajanti sumetasa. Radha Mataji, just remind me. I'll talk about Lord Chaitanya at the end. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So chanting Hare Krishna, we chant this once, and 108 we chant Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So we chant once the Panchatattva mantra in the front one time, and after that we chant Hare Krishna mantra 108 times. Why do you do that? Here we are seeking blessing of Lord Chaitanya. Who is Lord Chaitanya? I will tell you today after the class. We're seeking his blessings. So therefore, we first chant, always takes blessings of the Lord, then chant the Harinama 108 times. So what is the first thing you can do to make your work into worship? Please start chanting the holy name of the Lord. At least, actually, the best balance in life is 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8 hours, we should have some engagement, full energy, enthusiastic engagement for my livelihood. 8 hours, we should have engagement for the mind, because we are not the soul, we are not the body, we are the soul. But mind is also there. It needs some absorption. So that is 8 hours. 8 hours you need for the body. We have to take rest. So 8 hours for the mind, some engagement. 8 hours for the body, and 8 hours for the soul, some sadhana. Forget 8 hours. At least 8 minutes we chant one mantra of Hare Krishna mantra. It will be fantastic. The second thing is what we can adopt in life is to eat food after offering to the Lord. So it's not easy to immediately prepare the food because there are a lot of rules and regulations. What can we offer to the Lord? At least some flowers, fruits we can always offer to the Lord and seek his blessing. The devotees, Yagna Shishta Shina Shanto Muchyate Sarva Kilvishay Bhunjate tu Agam Papam Ye Pachanti Atmakarana. This is a shloka. Yagna Shishta Shina Shanto. When you offer food to the Lord and take prasadam, it washes you from all the kind of sinful activity. And those who do not offer to the Lord and eat are eating only goblets of sin. Annad bhavati bhutani parjanya anna samava yagnad bhuti parjano yagna karma samudbhavaha. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of the activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working with attachment one attains the supreme. This previous shloka talks about what you develop. Everybody lives on food. Food comes because of rain, and rain comes because of our activity that are done in line with the devotion service. So here is saying, Krishna is saying, don't be attached to the fruit, but as a matter of duty. This is called Nishkama Karma Yoga, that's the highest. Just like all these people, you can see there, they have given their life full time for the mission. And Nishkam Karma, nothing they want. We don't even they may not even have personal bank account itself. They sacrifice their life for glorification of the Lord. That's highest. So like that, we can do that. Nishkama Karma Yoga, anybody can do at his home also. Okay? Work, you get some fruit. That fruit belongs to the Lord. And from that, see, generally what happens, people come to temple. And always classes going on, Hundi bhi hear a sound, ton. Arey Baba, after 50 paisa, 20 people search for some coin when they come to temple. Something they have to put there now. So, but their own salary, they're very attached. They're attached very prestigious. I'm a big doctor, I'm a big engineer. So there is attachment to the work and the fruit. Therefore, it's called karma yoga. There is attachment. And this kind of, what kind of karma yoga? Sakama karma yoga. Karma yoga done with a lot of material desires. But there is some connection to the Lord because the 50 paisa is through in the Hundi. Some connection is started. And as the Lord reciprocates, whenever he connects to him, he reciprocates, come to Sakama Karma Yoga, where he works like Hanuman without any personal. Sorry, Sakama was first, goes to Nishkama Karma. He works like Hanuman for no material desire. Sakama means working in material desire. Nishkama means without any desire, just for the pleasure of the Lord. The two platforms. Okay. यदि यदि आचरति श्रेष्ठा तत्त एव तरो जना सयत् प्रमाणम कुरुते लोकस्तद अनुवर्तते. See, many people want to become a leader. Suppose I say leadership seminar, lot of people will come. Servant seminar, nobody will come. Everybody wants to become a leader. We are all come here to imitate God, who's a real leader. But whatever it is, we are playing some leadership role in society. We should be very careful. Why? A wrong example set will spoil other people's life. Krishna says that Arjuna, you are saying you're not going to fight in the battle, which is going to set such a bad example that it is going to degrade the world. Whole world is destroyed. Such a bad example. You are so respected. You have to be careful. When the public is looking at you, you're on the spotlight. You should be very careful of your activities. We'll break so many people's heart. They think all this is not possible. When Arjuna could not do it, what I can do? So whatever stands set, all the world pursues. So not to disturb the mind, the ignorant man attached to the prescribed duty, the learned person should not induce them to stop work. So most of the people are not nishkama, they are sakami. They want, without fruit, they will not work. But nishkami should not disturb them. Let them work like that. Gradually they become purified and come to nishkama level. Otherwise, they'll continue sakama. Sakama is full of material. Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashaha ahankaram modatma kartamiti manyate. Spirits all bewildered under the influence of the ego, things which are doer activities. They're actually carried out by the three modes of mental nature. So we have infected ourselves by our own carelessness. Now the disease has taken over and it drags us. So we are responsible. Arjuna asks, "Oh, descendant of Vishnu, by what one is impelled to sinful act even though unwillingly?" As if engaged by force. You can locate here 3.36 Arjuna, Krishna, some statements where Arjuna starts thinking and he asks this question. He used the word anicham and balad. I didn't have any desire, but as if by force I am forced to do sinful activity. No, you are responsible. We have to learn to take responsibility for our activities. So Krishna says in return, काम एष क्रोध एषा रजोगुणा समुद्भवा महाशनो महापापा विधीय विपेरिना धूमेना व्रियते वह्निः. Just like a fire is covered by smoke, a mirror is covered by dust, a soul is covered in the womb. The living entity is covered at different degrees of loss. Fire is minimum covering, light is visible. Smoke is covering is thick, is not even being able to burn. And then embryo in the womb is very thick covering, that is of a plant life. So one covering you see below is of a mirror in the dust. One is the fire and the smoke. The first one is fire and the smoke on the top. Wherein the dust is animal and plant life is there. So there are three examples. Therefore, Arjuna, best of the Bharata, in the very beginning of this great symbol of sin by regulating the senses and by slay the destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. So the different platforms, Indriyani parani yahu, Indriyava paramam manaha, manasastu para buddhe, yo buddhe, parasastu. Lowest platform, the bodily platform. To get that platform, this is one of the techniques of mind control. Mind, intelligence, soul is there. All are lying sleeping. So a person, when he comes to spiritual life, what he does is that he gradually lifts himself. First thing, he'll come to a state where harassment of senses stop. Okay, first the lethargy has stopped. So at least he can, what are you doing now? I'm quite busy now. He feels very happy. Because he doesn't even have time to think about simple activity, but he's not doing it without profits and strong mental desires are still there. He can go down to that, nothing is permanent, but there is a hope he can go on. So perform some austerities and practices, he can come to this situation. And then essential platform free from lethargy, but mind is still harassing. Then his mental platform is free from lethargy, also harassment of senses, become peaceful. Studies started at this age. In intellectual platform, we understand separate between body and soul, and spiritual platform, we become engaged in pure devotional service to the Lord. Indriyani parani yahu, indriyava paramam mana, manasastu para buddhe, yo buddhe parasa. This is a shloka I just explained. Just one or two shlokas, I finished the chapter. Indriyani parani yahu, indriyava paramam mana, manasastu para buddhe, yo buddhe parasastu saha. This represents like 5 horses represent the 5 senses, and then pulled by the mind, which is like a rope, which is everything is being pulled. Intelligence, the driver, give discrimination for the mind, and then there is soul. Finished. So what we should do? Control. The driver should have a clear direction where he has to go. Suppose you go outside the college or office, see auto stand is there. He says, where to go, sir? Go somewhere. What is the somewhere? You have no clear idea what you should do. Hare Krishna. That finishes the presentation, short presentation today. Hare Krishna. So I take some questions, and then after that, 8 o'clock.
Before that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you said you will say.
You want me to say? I can finish.
Yeah, before.
I can show something that before that. Yesterday we finished that we are not the body, spirit, soul. Now there are a lot of implications of that, including our own life. Here it is. I found it.
That when the body is the mark, where the body is finished, and the soul again enters another body. This is called transmigration. What is the next body you are going to get? You must have information.
Hare Krishna, everybody liked it. Nice.
Hare
Uh,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Guruji.
Yeah.
Chandani Mataji needs to be made as a
Yeah, Chandni,
co-host.
please make admin
Co-host.
co-host for Chandni Mataji.
I'll do that. I can't locate her. How she is.
Admin Guruji.
Admin
Admin
Chandni.
Chandani Mataji.
Okay, now, so I make the presentation Lord Chaitanya before I take question because my presentation time is still on. Somehow it went too fast. Morning I took 1 hour to present that. Okay, now Lord Chaitanya. Who is Lord Chaitanya? Because two things we gave main advice today, how work and you worship. Number one is that advice given was that you should find some time and chant the holy names of the Lord. Number two, eat after offering food to the Lord, that we can recognize the grace of the Lord. And third thing is that whatever work you do, a part of that, you should sacrifice for the glorification of God. That becomes karma yoga. Karma bhoga and karma yoga, there is a lot of difference. And in karma yoga, when you are sacrificing, there can be two levels. One level can be karma kanda, and one level can be nishkam karma yoga. Karma kanda is like sakama. I'm doing some activity, but my still focus is on a result. I want good result. I want good name. I want lot of wealth. This is called not karma yoga, but beginning level. Nishkam karma yoga is very advanced. It's almost like bhakti yoga, where somebody is working, but whole result he gives to Krishna. Like in Sakama Karma Yoga, he offers one coin to the Lord. In Nishkama Karma Yoga, he takes one coin for himself, and the whole wealth is for the Lord's pleasure. So there are two different platforms. Okay, now who is Lord Chaitanya? Let us go into that. Then we have some questions. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here. Who is he? I'll take some of the important instructions. Krishna Varnam Tasha Krishnam Sangopanga Sapashadam Yagna Sankirtana Praheya Yajanti Sumedha Krishna Varnam. It's always chanting the name of Krishna. Tusha Akrishna, but his color is not like Krishna. Sangopanga Astra Pashadam is surrounded with wonderful associate. And Yagna, he start the Nama Sankirtana Yajanti Sumedha. All intelligent people will follow. This is predicted in the Bhagavad. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishna. Color is not like Krishna. Sangopanga Sapasham. Comes from the Lord, as you say, and starts Nama Sankirtana, and all intelligent people will follow him. This is the prediction, one of the predictions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I'll take some important ones. Aham eja duja sheshta nityam prachanna vigraha bhagavad bhakta rupena lokam rakshami sarvad adi puran. I'll come as a devotee. Lord is saying, oh, interesting. That is Lord Chaitanya was found the Lord as a devotee. This is from Kurna Purana. I will come in Kali Yuga in a Brahmin family for teaching Krishna consciousness. Generally, Lord comes as a Kshatriya, but saying no. And I'll come in the first part of the age of Kali in home of Brahmana to save the embodied being. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's house sweet look, discussing philosophy with the intimate devotees. Garur Purana, similar quotation. I will come among the Brahmanas again, first part of the age of Kali. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now the prediction of his mother's name and even birthplace. Maya Pure Navodipe, that's the first place ISKCON is making a world headquarter of ISKCON. Bhavishami Sachi Sutaha, the Lord will come as son of Mother Sachi. Aham Purna Bhavishyami Yuga Sandhya Yusheshataha. Maya Pure Navodipe Bhavishyami Sachi Sutaha. I'll take birth the son of Sachi, Navadi Mayapur. I'll come in my complete spiritual form in the first part of Kali Yuga. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Beautiful. Discussing with philosophy with so many sannyasis. Even name of his wife, Lakshmi Kanta, that's the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wife. Lakshmi Priya, before he took sannyas. Daru Brahma, you stay near Jagannath Puri. Daru means wooden form of the Lord and his golden form. Kale Satama Prathama Sandhya, it comes in the beginning of Halu. The Chaitanya again talking to the sannyas. Now this is the Satyuga, this Narsimha Purana, very interesting, became a Narsimha Deva. In Tirethayuga it's come as Rama. Supreme Personality Godhead, who was Satyuga, appeared as half man, half lion to cure the terrible disease that had ravaged the Daityas. When the Tirethayuga appeared as a person named Rama, the person who defeated 1000 demon Ravana. And in continues, in Dwapar came as Gopal. In Kalyuga, his name will be Chaitanya Nama. What more do you want? Kalyuga, Chaitanya Nama Prabhu. His name will be Chaitanya. This is Narsimha Purana. When Dwapar or burden protect the Gopa people over there, will appear again in Kalyuga. His form will be golden. He will delight in chanting of the Lord's holy name. And his name will be Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Beautiful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda Prabhu. Prediction of the future advent of Sri Chaitanya by his direct name. Yatra Yogeshara Shakshad Yogi Chantyo Janardanaha Chaitanya Babuaste Vai Sandara Nandanatmakaha. Who is the object of the yogi's meditation who saves the devotees from various suffering, who is the master of yogi practices, who is always full of divine transcendental ecstasy and bliss, will advent in his own divine form of Sri Chaitanya. Here it is. Yes, Chandani, why you raised your hand? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
It's okay, no? You are able to hear? My voice is clear?
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji.
Take it. Here is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, see, with his devotees again. Prediction of time and place, more. Padma Puran. Kale Prathama Sandhyayam Gaurangotam Hitale Bhagirate. The name of Ganga is Bhagirate, even now in Bengal. Bhavishyami Sachi Sutta, mother's name is also there. So whenever somebody says there is a God predicting Kali Yuga, yeah, that's me. Everybody says, yeah. What is your mother's name? Sachi? No. Yeah, fail. Are you born near the Ganges? No. Are you born in Navadip, Mayapur? No. Did you take sannyas and stay near Jagannath Puri? No. And the more will come. It doesn't fit you, it fits the Lord. The Lord shows activities like that. I shall appear on this earth in the first part of Kali Yuga in the beautiful place, the bank of the Bhagirathi. I shall have a golden form and I shall take birth as the son of Sachi. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leading Nama Sankirtana. So beautiful. Prediction of the mother's name, nature of specific preaching method. Dvija Bhuvi Jayadhvam Bhakta Rupenaha Kalo Sankirtana Arambhe Bhavishami Sachi Sutta. Kali Yuga start Nama Sankirtana as son of mother Sachi. So many more pastime. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing with the form of Haridas Thakur. It's a big pastime. Ananda Shukalaro Maharshipunam Tapodhana Sarve Mama Eva Dakshanti Kalau Sannyasa Rupinam. O auspicious sage, you should know that in the age of Kali, everyone will see my transcendental form as a sannyasi. I will be exhibiting symptoms of ecstasy like shedding of tears of bliss and hair standing on ecstasy. This is it. You see, they are washing his feet, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is cleaning of Gundicha temple. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, God will show all, in the form of sannyasi, he will show all the happiness of a pure devotee. Prediction of the color. There's so many actually. Let me now go to some more. Markandeya Purana. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussing with Chandakazi, and then he had obstructed the Nama Sankirtan. Later Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussed with him and he became very happy. Not only that, he also started chanting Krishna Nama. Varaha Purana, another quotation. I shall come in the form of a devotee. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing pastime in the forest when animals are chanting Nama. Vayu Puran, Sachi Garbe Purandarad, even father's name in there, Purandara Mishra. This is exact time is given. It's like we say Gaur Purnima, this is the Purnima. Purnamasyam Phalgunasya Phalgurekta Yogataha Bhavishya Gaur Rupena Sachi Garbat Purandara. Exact constellation of the time is given when he was born. Adorned in the form of the Falguna, when the star Falguni is conjoined with the full moon, I shall incarnate the golden complexion of Bhuma Sachi and Purandara Mishra. Vayu Puran. Savarnaditiramastaya namo dipe janashaye tattva dvija kulam prapto bhavishyami janalaye. I was born in the city of Navadip on the Ganges shore in a Brahmana's family. Vayu Puran. Bhakti Yoga Pradhanaya Lokasya Anugrahasya Cha Sannyasa Rupa Mahasaya Krishna Chaitanya Namadre. Sannyasa name was Krishna Chaitanya. So see all the quotations of Vayu Puran again. I'll make this earth fearless. Okay, Vedic literature also talk about him. Mahabharata also has that Vishnu Sahasranama. This one applies to him. Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi Sanyasakrit Shama Shanta Nishashanti Parayanaha. Lord Chaitanya in the beginning was householder. He has a golden complex, limbs are very beautiful and smeared with superb. He has the appearance of molten gold. Supreme Lord Chaitanya accepts the renounce out of life. Fully self-control occupies and completely peaceful, is completely fixed in chanting the holy name of the Lord Krishna. He is the highest abode of devotion, transcendent peace. He silences the Mayavadi impersonalist. Speaks the reference to the Veda as to when in this Yuga Supreme Lord Avatara Shri Krishna Chaitanya are scheduled to appear. Saptame Gaura Varna Vishnu Eva Ara Es. This is Athara Veda. I'll just read the meaning. In 7th Manvartara, he will come, Supreme Personality, come on associate. He will teach the chanting of his own holy names. Now look at this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu jumping into ocean in ecstasy. Now this Atharved, I'll close with this. Look at this. Chatur Sahasra means 4,000. Pancha Sahasra means 5,000. Sahasra means 1,000 in Sanskrit. Between 4 and 5,000 years of Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 4,500 years exactly after Kali Yuga. So definitely it's not you. His time is over. Between 4 and 5,000 years of Kali Yuga, the Lord appeared. Okay. So I think this is why
Hare
you will
Krishna,
understand.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you close the chats, Prabhuji? One devotee is sending unwanted messages in the text, and all devotees are sending messages.
I have just removed that,
Can you
Mataji.
close the chat, Prabhuji? Unwanted messages are coming.
That is already closed. Closed, that is. I had just removed that person also. Name was Tanish.
Devotees are sending personal message, individual message that they are getting unwanted messages.
Yeah. So chat window is closed for everyone. They may send you or me.
Unwanted videos is also shown, Prabhuji.
Okay, so shall we stop the video?
What has happened? This has become too huge. And when we are having anybody joining, sometimes, generally all are wonderful devotees. Some people come little naughty, just ignore, possible. If they're too much, they don't listen, throw them out. This video that I showed you, we will share to you. You can at your leisure watch. Take care. Basically, the child in the womb prays. We do not know in medical science what is the condition of the child in the womb. We don't know. But in the Veda, they inform it's very terrible condition. Okay, so now we can have some questions. We have time today. It's just 8 o'clock. We have gone fast. 4th chapter, there is a lot of subject. Today was less topic. And after that, I also somehow went very fast. And then after that, we have time for some questions today, because the beginning of the course, a lot of questions will be there. So patiently, I'll try to answer. Admins, please take care. We can give chance to people one by one. Hare Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Vikram ji, boli.
Krishna.
Narayan Das. Arey, aapka naam hi Narayan.
Yes, sir. Already I talked to you in first class. So really, the life runs according to karma. Yeah, always say that according to the previous rebirth, the things will be happen.
No, it's a balance. Balance. See, just
all they say anything happen to you, they will say that this is your karma. According to karma, it is happening. In present life, why the karma will come again? The previous life karma will come. Really, the karma follows us.
See, the point is this. Whatever happens is because of your karma. Yes, but the God cannot be partial. Now, but at the same time, just like you had a situation today at 7 o'clock in the evening, you decided to hear Bhagavad Gita. At the same time, you can watch a movie. You chose. So your freedom is not being taken away, but some situation you are having. But everybody is having different situation. So we are sitting in a house, somebody is sitting in a $20 billion, or what is how many it is? Some $5 billion house in Bombay and huge tower. He's also sitting, you're also sitting. You can say he's having so much facility. So karma is different. There is no partiality. God is not partial. See, in this world, as far as concerned, God is not personally involved. He is indifferent. His involvement is like a judge. In a court, what has he done? He done murder, hang him. That's all. There is no smile involved. That just smile. I'm giving you a award. No. So the way people are behaving in this world, they don't attract God's attention. If you can do something that attracts God's attention, your life is successful. Something wonderful. Therefore, Prabhupada should say, don't try to see God. Do something that God will see. Correct? That is easy. Okay? Okay, you understand? There is a balance between karma and destiny. There is, what, see, today I'm having a situation. But how do I behave in this situation? It will determine my next situation.
Many people say that if anything happened to any person, it is according to your karma only.
No, according to karma, you got one situation. Now freedom is there to act. You can see karma is not eternal. Karma can be burnt. If you by devotion chant once, Krishna, all your karma can be burned. What you're talking? Karma is not permanent. More maybe karma attraction is an atheism called Jaimini's karma mimamsa, one of the atheistic theory. You do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. What is all this? There is somebody to sign the file. Just like when you go, you have some leave, and you go say, I want to take a leave. I want to go to darshan to Tirupati. You go to your office, and he says, no, sir, no leave. Even though you have 20 days to know, he has a discretion. You think God doesn't have discretion? You have to punya, he may not give you result if he wants. Don't think you can anything it for. And on top of it, we are not interested in Papa Punya. We want to go back to Kingdom of God.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandavat Pranam.
Archana, yes. Yesterday also I think I heard you.
Ji Guruji, I missed the initial part and I would like to catch up with the link that you sent, that you will be sending in the group, WhatsApp group. But this is regarding the video of the child, unborn child who is still in the fetus of the mother. It is shown that the child gets consciousness in the 7th month.
7 lunar month. 7 lunar.
7
See,
lunar
10 months, 10 lunar months, child is in the womb. Take it, na? Is 9 months, solar is 9 months and few days. You just calculate lunar, it will come 10 months. Okay? 7 months, the body is not ready. So it's like he's in deep sleep. When the body gets ready, then God gives him consciousness. Then he's abha. So the rebirth means just sleeping for 7 months. That's all. Deep sleep for 7 months, that is rebirth. Human rebirth. If an insect rebirth, then be 1 second.
That consciousness means Krishna consciousness for him, because
That
he is
is
still
highest. Real Krishna consciousness means body of spirit is Krishna as consciousness. But we are not awakened soul is consciousness, Krishna consciousness. But we are not in that situation. He in the womb and he is suffering. Get dark, can't see anything. And mother eats some chili, whole body falls off. Wow, what is she doing? No more chili, can't say also. Burning. And then, if he is pious, he remembers the Lord. And Krishna gives him darshan of last 100 births. And then he intensely prays to the Lord. Take me out of this womb and I'll surrender. What happens when he comes out? Beta! Such a wonderful world this is. He forgets God again.
And my question, Guruji, is when does exactly the soul enters the
day of conception. Soul is, why I tell you scientifically, matter cannot organize itself on its own. And law of entropy will not allow. Law of entropy says that any system should become more disorganized, not organized on its own. Correct? So like this room, I leave and I go away. All these things will be fallen here, there. All organization will go away. You agree? If
Yes.
somebody is in a room, means things are organized. Agree? Nobody there means things will fly here. So, but here organization is happening. The cell divide gets specialized into so many things. It cannot happen on its own. Soul is there. Therefore, things are happening. Matter
There
cannot
are-
organize itself on its own. There has to be presence of the soul.
Okay, so there are no two other ways that soul always enters during the time of conception.
Yeah, the moment that start life starts from the day one. Therefore, we are against abortion because it's murder. Agree? सोते हुए आदमी को ही मारना मर्डर होता है ना. सो रहा है वो 7 महीने तो सो रहा है, उसको मारा क्यों तुमने आपने? And how they kill, you know.
There is so much of culture in Hindu culture. There's so much of rituals involved when the soul leaves the body, but the soul entering the body is very
There
quiet.
is, but you don't know. There are so many samskaras are there. In fact, not soul entry. Before having sex, the husband wife used to do a samskara called Garbhadhana samskara.
Yes, I'm
But
aware.
where Garbhadhana samskara now? No, nothing meaning. Therefore, all born are also Varna Shankara. Good for nothing people are born. Garbhadhana samskara means husband wife pray to the Lord because they know the sign.
Yes.
Please send a great soul whom we can, raise in this world as your great devotee. That is, and they have a festival for it. See, nothing, what is wrong about it? It's something noble you are doing, no? Bringing a great soul to the earth.
I agree, true. Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We have
There's a question in the
yes,
sorry. There's a question in the chat, Guruji. Soul can never be destroyed, but people are increasing in number continuously. Can you please explain how so many souls in the form of humans are increasing,
Radha Mataji should ask.
coming into existence?
Radha Mataji, you can ask.
Guruji, they want answer from you.
Okay. Basically, soul is everywhere. No? See, just like in this room now, 450 people are there. And after 1 hour, 200 will be there. After some more time, only 10 will be there. Yesterday, they were till, I think, 9:30, 150 people. So it doesn't mean that people are lost away. They are somewhere, some other place they are there. No? So don't get too concerned by the numbers. Soul is sarvagataha. The trillions of universes, billions of, in each universe, billions of planets. Can you imagine the greatness of God? You say God is great. How great is, you don't know. Simply read a slogan I seen, God is great. How great. Therefore, some fool can throw some ash, he's God. इतना छोटा है भगवान. भगवान एक अंगूठी नहीं बनाता, पूरा गोल्ड का माउंटेन बनाते हैं. गोल्ड माइन ही मिक्स. एक छोटा 2 रुपए का अंगूठी बना दिया मेरा भगवान. ठीक है. You don't know how great God is. Therefore, you accept छट्टा पट्टा people as God. उनका पिक्चर से दो बूंद हनी गिर गया मेरे भगवान में. ठीक है, तुम्हारा भगवान ऐसे ही है. ये हमारा भगवान नहीं है. हमारे भगवान हानि नहीं गिराते. हमारे भगवान सृष्टि करते हैं. He makes billions of the universes, not one. So life is everywhere in millions of universes. Life. Okay, so it doesn't make. See, glass of water. How many souls are there? Millions of souls are there. In this room, I am alone. There tomorrow 10 people. Okay, soul is not only human life; it is in every species. That is one aspect. And there are millions of universes, millions of places to reside.
Yeah.
Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti kotis ashesha vashudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma nishkalam anantam ashesha bhuta govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Brahma's prayer. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti. Crores of universes are flowing in the Lord's Brahma Jyoti. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti kotis ashesha vashudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. In each of the planets of the creation, different variety of atmosphere is there. Vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. Tad brahma nishkalam anandam ashesha bhutam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Oh Govinda Krishna, offer a praise to you. Yes, so beautiful. We should read so many
Hare
books.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, boliye.
I'm Swati from Hyderabad. I had a question after seeing your video about child
You
birth
liked
and
it?
all.
Not my video, made
Uh,
by some devotee. Huh?
yes, yes, it is absolutely stunning video. I literally got goosebumps.
Hey, share.
So
Please share today. Let them enjoy and share to their friends. Yeah. Admins will do that.
definitely, Prabhuji. One small question has been lingering in my mind since I have seen that video. Like immediately after death, it is said that soul finds a body to be reborn.
Hmm.
So is Naraka as a realm, it is considered as heaven and Naraka, both are considered as different realms.
Hmm.
So is it the mother's womb that is Naraka for the soul,
No.
that it is so
Naraka,
difficult that the soul repents?
she's very painful. Birth is painful. Death is painful. Naraka, oh my God, Naraka is for very sinful soul. He'll go there. After death, he will not get a body. So he'll go to Naraka. And third, somebody is asking me, Naraka ka sunega na Mataji. Go to Bhagavatam, read 5th canto. You can read Garu Purana also, but we read Bhagavatam. Our focus
Yes,
is
yes.
Bhagavatam. Read from Bhagavatam, 5th canto, the last 23 varieties of hell. You'll not get sleep for a few days. Itni maar padti hai. Somebody is asking me, why God is so loving, so merciful? He gives such a hard punishment. That is, because love is very hard. Say, suppose you do a mistake, the somebody really loves you will get angry. How you could do that, you tell me? Isn't it? Who will say that?
Yes.
Normal man, he doesn't care. Suppose I remember, what I tell you. Now my father is not here, I can tell. He's taking another class. When I was 5-year-old child, one of my uncle was smoking in the roof. So my father was a cancer specialist. If anybody smokes among relatives, he used to scold them very badly because every day he's seeing people are suffering because of cancer. They get all the varieties of cancer. And one of the reasons is smoking. So that uncle knew that in the roof he was sitting smoking cigarette. So I came up to the roof. He thought father has come. He threw the cigarette and ran away down. So I thought cigarette, first time, small child, I picked up cigarette. I was trying. How did the people do? Just experience next one. So somebody told my father, your son is smoking cigarette. He came.
Oh my God.
I still have all 5 fingers all over my face, red. Why? Because love is like that. You understand? No? So more the love, more the
Yes.
slap is hard. So hell is very painful.
Yes, Prabhu.
Very. But God is not. Say, I take another example of the hell. Suppose, God forbid, somebody's son is a drug addict. And drug addiction means he will die few months. He will not live. Because so it kills person. And he goes to some help, some reformist, somebody. He says, please, can you talk to my son? You can counsel him, some counselor. He says, I'll counsel him. If needed, I'll beat him. If he, doesn't listen and start behaving crazy way, I'll beat him. Okay. But the father-in-law say, yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. Somehow take him out of drugs. Whatever you want, give him slap, kick him, do whatever you want. So similarly, sometimes it becomes very strange. In one college, I had taken a class, not to be proud, but I can introduce myself. 20 years I've done only this. I'm teaching values and philosophy to youngsters in this belt. This belt is a college belt, full of colleges. Mangalore, Manipal, this belt is full of colleges. So I finished my class in number 1 college in this belt. I'll not name it. I came and I was standing in the bus stand. One boy came running to me. Sir, you said in the class we should not take drugs. I said, yes, we should not take. So tell me one thing. Have you ever taken drugs? I said, no. Then how can you know drug is not worth? So nice it is. I wanted to catch him by the collar and drag him to principal office. What this idiot talk to me? Can you understand? So in this situation, the father, mother, suppose he's speaking such insanely. So Krishna also. Therefore, when you are hearing the Gita 18 course properly, the Shruti Phala, all the papa is destroyed. And also, there is no need for Krishna to teach you anything by slapping because you're learning by hearing. Animals learn only by danda, but human being can learn by hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Any more questions?
Hare Krishna
Sandeep, go
Guruji.
ahead. You're unmuted.
Thank you. Hare Krishna Guruji. This is Sandeep from Bangalore.
Boliye, Sandeep.
I have a simple question. Sorry?
Have you met before?
No, first time, second class.
Yeah.
Guruji, I have a simple question. Does Atma have a gender or is it gender neutral?
Gender neutral. See, constitutionally, it has some spiritual relationship to the Lord. Presently, we have forgotten two things. See, I'm just repeating from Gita and Bhagavatam. Gita is the introduction, and if you the questions like you probing will be answered in the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is 18,000 verses. It goes more detailed. Gita is the introduction to Bhagavatam. So this question you will get more answered in Bhagavatam, not in Gita.
Okay.
We have forgotten two things. One thing is that God. Second thing is our service to God. You have forgotten totally. Kuch yaad nahi hai abhi. Actually, we are originally, when we are awakened, that's called Sarupa Siddhi. You remember your relationship. Maybe your mother of Krishna, maybe your father, maybe your friend, maybe your cow, maybe a peacock, something. You have some relation to God. This may be Krishna or maybe to Narayana, some relation. Krishna and Narayana is the same person. Some relation you have which you have forgotten. You have some service. So based on the relationship you'll have formed. Just like you are a gopi, you'll have female form, you are a Lakshmi, you have female form. You got it? Depends on what is the relationship you are having. In this world, the male and female has no meaning. It's just a packet of stool and urine. You got it? So there is nothing like male soul, female soul. But original identity, what service you have to the Lord, we do not know. You'll have form. When you go back to the spiritual world, if you go back, and definitely if you do Gita 18 course, you made a great step of going back to Godhead. Because every chapter of Gita enhancing your surrender to the Lord. What happened to Arjuna when he heard Gita? He surrendered. So any real Gita, any real presentation of Gita will surrender, make you see Krishna had his plan, Arjuna had his plan. What happened after hearing Gita? Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. So after hearing Gita, you surrender to Krishna, definitely go back to the spiritual world. And go back to the spiritual world, you'll go back, Sandeep, to your original position. Maybe a cow or Krishna, or parrot. You don't know.
Thank you, Guruji.
But there is unlimited spiritual happiness, and your form is eternal there. You will get eternal form. Just like a mother of Krishna, every day Krishna can play. He will do steal butter, do whatever fun, and you'll be whole day running with him with so much pure love. And every day your love to the Lord will increase, increase, and increase. You will never die, he will never die.
Great.
Sandeep ji, okay, some idea. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is Chitra. Danvat Pranam. Thank you for your class. I have a question from continuation from yesterday. So yesterday we were discussing about the soul, body, mind. So I have a question. What does actually go to Vaikuntha Loka? Just the soul or mind goes as well?
Okay. So there are three bodies we are having. One is the gross body. One is the subtle body. It is like undershirt, and the spiritual body, the symbolizing. So when you go from one body to another, you leave your gross body, but you go with the subtle body along. All the kachara, unwanted things are stored in subtle body. Soul, no kachara is stored. Soul is just lying in slumber. No impurities can touch the soul. Soul is the glorious servant of the Lord. But he had a desire to be independent. That's the only fault he has. Therefore, he's put into a bit of slumber, and he's given experience of in illusion, he's given experience of playing like a king. Why? Just like child says, mother, give me moon. Mother can't give moon. It only can be given in illusion. So a illusion is brought in, soul is in a slumber and is given. But what does it? So when you go back to the next body, you carry this kachara, mind, which carries all the kachara, all dustbin is this mind, carrying all unwanted desires. Soul is pure. When the soul is awakened, then it wants to go back to its service to the Lord. In fact, first thing, it sees the Lord standing next. It cannot believe. How can somebody love so much? Can't even leave for 1 second. Krishna looks at you as Paramatma in your heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam idadesha arjuna tishtati. Krishna says, in every living entity, I'm sitting as Paramatma. Krishna does not even blink the eye out of love. Keeps looking. Just imagine like mother looks at the child you love. Krishna with a well-wish keep looking at him and notes down every desire we have. Just like parents, they fulfill every desire of the child. Krishna fulfills every desire we have. Until we say, "Ah, Lord, I cannot be happy without him." And Krishna says, okay, shall we go back? Yes. Just like you see Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also like Paramatma very kindly answers all the questions of Arjuna. At the end says Arjuna, do what you want to do. No force. Krishna Paramatma does not force. Similarly, you say, no, enough of this. I want to be happy with you. I want to serve you. Krishna said, chalo. Then just like two birds flapping, your soul goes to the spiritual world. At that time, the subtle mind is also thrown away because there is no kachara needed to be kept. It's only by keeping dustbin the mind is there. You go back to the spiritual world and directly you are in face to face to the Lord. Even Paramatma, you will not be visible to you at that time because it has taken. The business of Paramatma is Paramatma is nothing but Krishna accompanying you in your journey of the middle world. And today Paramatma is very happy you are hearing Bhagavad Gita. And what he spoke in Bhagavad Gita, you are hearing. Same person. And trying to understand. He's so happy. You are making Krishna very happy today. Just like a father gave a letter. And what we do in India, every house, the letter is lying in puja room. Gita, we never read it. Just imagine now, say you have an experience of life, you're a mother. You wrote a letter to your son in a hospital. He never read the letter. He kept very respectfully kept and never read. Now suppose he opens the letter and tries to understand what you're told. How much will he be happy? Because he'll be benefited if he reads the letter. So if we read Bhagavad Gita, definitely we are benefited gradually as we keep reading. Hare Krishna. Yes, next.
Krishna Kumar Prabhuji.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I just want to understand that you said work is worship, and that is how we attain the path of reaching Krishna there. I have been a Krishna devotee for since I joined the Navy. That was in 1984, and I was attending the meeting of ISKCON even. The first verse I heard was work is worship. Forget about the God. You do your job and submit it to the God, like you have sincerely did it. But the doubt where I have is, how do we see God through our work?
See, just like when you are working, now all of us are working for our personal profit. Nobody works without any profit. True? That's how everybody is doing. But when you are working and with the fruit of that work, you're worshiping God, I'm working for God. That is one way. That is one way. See, to be fortunate, say you are organizing in your house a Gita program, it all takes a lot of expenditure. Nothing happens without expenditure, correct? And you are sponsoring them. You are having once in a while, once in a month in your house, a festival. You distribute a lot of prasadam to people. You are worshipping. So when you're working, you're still feeling this work I'm doing just for the Lord. Correct? So you have to connect. The beginning of the connection is Sakama Karma Yoga, where one coin you throw. At least, very funny. In the purse, they search कोई coin नहीं है. 25 पैसा कोई छोटा सा मिल जाए जो चलता भी नहीं है अभी. And that is Sakama. And Nishkama means actually when you work, I'll give you a reason for that also. Thank you for asking the question. Suppose you work, you have a seed, you put it in the ground, and a tree is formed, and 5 years later, mango tree will start giving you fruits. And you go with the bag to collect the fruits. That is the shloka, karma nevatikara ma phaleshu kadachana, ma karma phala hetu bhu mate sangosto karmani. So I think you understand now because you have raised the question and for everybody's understanding. It's a beautiful shloka, connects God and our work. When Krishna comes after 5 years, you were collecting a bag you brought, you collected 500 mangoes, they're about to go away. Krishna comes, wait. So what? These mangoes are mine. But yours, I, the one who put the seed in the ground, put water everywhere, put fence around, took so much care and then finally mangoes are ready and you're saying it's yours. What did you do? Okay, who created sun? Who created sun? Who created the land? Who created air? Who created the seed itself? Did he create the seed? No, who created seed? And who created you itself? So actually his contribution is 100%, our contribution is 0%. This is karma. When he gets a result,
Either 0 or 100, yeah.
yeah. So Nishkam Karma Yogi, and he understands actually the fruit belongs to God, not to me. But therefore, when he gets a fruit, when he is a Nishkam Karma Yogi, all the fruit he goes and keeps in front of the Lord. But Pujari is very kind. He said 1 or 2 mangoes he gives him. So Nishkama Karma Yogi is actually Bhakti Yogi. His life just like Hanuman ji. Okay, उनको 500 मैंगो लेते हैं, 500 के 500 राम जी को दे दे, उनको नहीं चाहिए कुछ, लेकिन राम जी को दया आएगी, तू भी एक खा ले, give him one. That is so. सकामी and निष्कामी is reverse. सकामी क्या करेगा, 500 के 500 खा लेगा, एक मंदिर में जाके दे देगा. And Nishkami, he will all find and give to the temple, and Pujari will call him, give him one. So basically, just like now, we don't have like mango, we are working. You get some salary. That salary, you should think it is Lakshmi. Lakshmi belongs to Narayana. I have no right on the salary. So therefore, no splurging will come. Today, what happens, people get good salary, they think it is mine, then they buy 5 lakh rupee mobile, 1 crore rupee car. Why? Why you're wasting? Utility is the principle. Kaam ho jana chahiye bas, isn't it? You have seen from people. Well, lottery or hook and crook, there's money. Then they want to waste money. That should not be there. This money belongs to God. I can take minimum from there for my maintenance. Correct? Then you feel simple living, high thinking. In Vedic times, people house will be very simple. And temple in the center will vary. Go to any city in the Vedic time, isn't it? Not. Huge temple. And city, small also. Because people live a simple life. What you need, a place to lie down, some little place, some simple food, that's it. And everybody sitting in a temple and enjoying, seeing the worship of the Lord. That is simple living, I think. And today is simply living, no thinking. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Yeah, Ranadhi.
This is Ranadhi from Dubai.
Oh,
this is the first time I'm joining. Actually, my sister from Bangalore, she sent us this participation link. So that is how we came to know. I have a couple questions, Guruji. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, I'll try if I know.
Yeah. Why were souls born? Yeah. And what are souls? Okay. And why do they have to bind in karmic cycle? Actually, what I mean, what was the purpose for souls to be born, as karma and this cycles come later?
Okay, so I have to tell you the story now. The story of the soul, correct? ये आत्मा की थोड़ा कहानी बताओ, क्या है सोल, क्या कर रही है, इधर क्यों आई बैठी है ना? कभी-कभी this prashna comes. See, the interesting thing is to see, moment he understood we have not body, we are soul. Now whole the model we are trying to understand, correct or not? है ना? Accepting, rejecting will come later. First, we need to understand the very, how does it fit, है ना? This Siddhanta, how does it fit into our life? So the Atma ka story bata dete hain. See, soul is eternal as God is eternal. It's not that soul came after 5 minutes, just like when you, everybody used to gas in the house. When you switch on the gas, it's not the light comes after 10 minutes and heat comes after 20 minutes. No. It is together. Energy and energetic is always together. Correct? Sun comes in the morning. It's not that after some time. No. So with the fire, heat and light are always there. So God is eternal. We are energies of God. We are also eternal. But one thing is there, we have a choice to serve him or not. In that, he's not going to force. Why? Where is the fun then? That like you come to house, take out a gun. Hey, pani leke aa, tell your wife. She said, what is this? There is no fun then. But you go home, she has made nice samosas for you out of her own accord. You feel really conquered. I'm so grateful to you. So same way, when voluntarily we agree to serve the Lord, then there is happiness. Correct? Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yatechasit Arjuna, you decide what you want to do. He's not going to force. So you decide, okay, I'll serve the Lord. There is love and love. Because happiness comes in interaction. We are not living for stone or wood. In this world also, you may be working very, very hard. And your son says, Papa, thank you very much. You feel that can make you work for 1 year more. Just one little pleasure. You won't work for ourselves, we work for our relationship. And the interaction relationship actually makes us happy, whatever the relationship may be. Sakya, Vasalya, Madhurya, Dasya, doesn't matter. So we also have some relationship to the Lord, and in that we experience unlimited spiritual happiness. But then, because there are trillions and trillions of souls, somebody can desire, why he has to be the center all the time? I want to be the center. Because he's always the center in the spiritual world. And that is the beginning of our foolishness because he is fit to be in the center and we are fit to be his servant. But you think, why I cannot be this Lord? So Krishna said, really? You want to be that? Yeah, I want to be that. So you cannot be. Just like at home, small child says, I don't want to stay here. I want to be independent of this father. Father says, my dear child, don't do this. No, I don't want to stay here. Okay. So he will walk out of the house. What will father do? If he can do, walk invisibly behind him. That is Paramatma. अरे यार बच्चे को कुत्ते खा जाएंगे रोड में है ना any father can imagine he'll walk and he is actually that's Paramatma walking behind and he will keep guiding. Sometimes we hear some inner voice, this is not good, don't do that. All of us experience something, somebody there with me. Just like you can understand by consciousness, yesterday we discussed the difference between body and soul is there. Similarly, Shukdev Goswami says in Bhagavatam, second canto, if you attentively see, directions are coming to you every moment. God's presence can be known in the way of directions. Directions cannot come from some accident. Suppose in a room we are, suddenly curtain shakes, we jump in the air. Koi hai yaar idhar, bhoot hai kuch hai idhar. We get shaken up with fear. Now suddenly we say sometimes, I'm working on a computer, I'm deleting some file. Don't do that. Who's do that? All of you will have incidences where your inner voice told you, don't do that, you did that mistake, and then you suffered for so much time. True? Then you know somebody is there with you. That's Paramatma. Is accompanying, and is accompanying with all love. So now we are the one responsible because we chose not to be with him. We cannot blame God. Actually, when he experiences love, you will faint and go back to his lotus feet. When you go back to the spiritual world, Acharya say, Krishna comes personally to receive you. And he embraces you with love and you faint with love. That's and then you begin take back your service to the Lord and eternally continue. Because Yad Gatva na nivartante. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Parastasmad bhavo anyat vyakta avyakta sanatanaha Yad Gatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mana. If you come back to the spiritual world, you never come back to the material world again. Because ek bari haath jala ke dobara koi haath nahi jalayega. Hai na? So this is a small story of the soul. Randhir ji?
Yeah, Namaste Prabhuji. Ram here from Bangalore.
Wait. Randhir ji ko, is it clear, Randhir ji?
जी गुरुजी, very much clear.
आप इसको ऐड करिए, अभी नहीं क्लियर, अभी इसको पूरा रात सोचिए या डिस्कस करिए, कल तक you will have one more question. ठीक है?
What you said, what you told, like, you know, I little bit experience in my life now. So my wife was telling me that what Guruji is saying is we experience in our. So
everybody has an experience in life. When difficulty comes, only God is there. Everybody. When you are having money, when you are having fun, lot of people are around you. Life always, sometimes wave is down and up. That time all run away. Only God stays with you. Everybody that experience. At that time in my life, only God was with me. He proves that I'm your best friend. See, when Arjuna had to fight the battle, Krishna proved to be his best friend, but personally, again, what more you can expect from a best friend? Personally in front of him. Chalo, this is God or not? Correct? This is the best friend. So Krishna for everybody is actually sitting in his heart, and he declares in Gita, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, I am your best friend. He's there. Just like he was driving Arjuna's chariot, he's driving our chariot of the body also. Actually, he the one drives the body. I tell you something deeper. You cannot control this body. This Prakriti, it is his energy, not your energy. We desire to lift hand, he can lift the hand. You can just sitting and desiring, that's all. So he is the driver of your chariot. But where you want the chariot to go? You want to go to cinema hall or you want to go to temple? That's your choice. Then don't blame him. Why God did this to me? You only desire. You start saying, no, I want to go to cinema hall. Arey Baba, as a chariot driver, don't go. Don't go. It's not good for you. No, I want to go. Okay, come. Go. Then he did. Arey Baba, what? You cannot move the body. He moves the body, but you are the one who made the decision. Now you take the reaction for that. Hare Krishna. Its karma philosophy will take us 5 or 6 sessions to digest, but it is beautiful and understand. No other
Hare
religion has
Krishna.
karma theory. Karma theory is only in Gita because the concept of karma is not there. When we sell Bhagavad Gita all around the world, we say 2 words, karma and yoga. People say, give me, because it's not there in any part of the world. Hannah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
I wanted to ask that there is always a conflict when we are doing something. Like if, as a mother, I am scolding a child. As a mother, it is my duty to correct him. But at the same time, is it a right karma for me to do it?
Yeah. See, duty, you are duty bound to be mother. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Now, if you do not train him well, it says 0 to 5, Chanakya says, you should not scold the child. Give him whatever you want. That is 0 to 5. 5 to 15, you have to be very tough. More you're tough, more wonderful you'll come out. In fact, Chanakya says, Shishya and child, more you're strict, more wonderful they become. More you pamper, they get spoiled. Isn't it? So when he does wrong, you have to tell this is not good and explain. We can even hold the stick, but never hit. But see, I'll beat you nicely if you do this. You can do all that. And the mother's anger, that is dutiful anger. See, just anger is not bad. Just like Narsimhadev was also angry. That is anger out of love. What he's trying to kill a child, small child, isn't it? With a sword. Narsimhadev came and tore him to pieces of anger. So anger, just per se, anger is not bad. But anger as a duty, that's fine. You understand? Why do you get up at 11 o'clock and you're sleeping like a donkey whole day? Your mother says behind that anger, love is there. Correct? No envy. So therefore, we should do our duty as a mother freely. And also, we should give also a good example. See, mother is the first object of worship for the child. So you should be perfect as far as possible. And he will be so proud to have such a wonderful mother. So you should be reading Bhagavad Gita every day, chant the holy name of the Lord. See, I tell you, genuineness is only in spiritual life. So many of your doctors, they take big oath, hippo oath. I know what that oath is. They hardly have any essence in their heart, simply making money, I call them. They're my students, simply making money. So that is not genuineness. Hannah? True. Even though that's the most respectable profession, it's contaminated. So much degree they are after money. But in spiritual life, there is genuineness. You don't want anything. And you are devoted to it. You are hearing Gita, you're chanting God's name. You're not asking anything from the Lord. That is so genuine and sweet. It attracts everybody's attention.
We try to do, but nowadays, children have a lot of negativity around. Though we try to give, but they are attracted towards that and they want to be in that thing.
Therefore, see, when I went to teach to the children and youth, I've been teaching 20 years only that, I made the bridge classes. These all videos and the presentation I gave you yesterday, they are open. Many people told me children are spoiled, they're useless. I said, don't speak that. To classes with the faculty, 100%, all the students have to hear, all religions, no problem. Jumped among them. And then I could prove it. They're actually very good-hearted. They get a reasonable thing, they will listen. Isn't it? But it has to be presented in the way because they are now scientific oriented. We have to present the reason. They'll question. And they will question. You say, you do like that, why I have to do? Tell me. And if you cannot answer, they'll not follow. You have to give them. But we should never assume that, they are in any person for that time. Any person in this world is open to suggestion. This is one foundation for preaching. What is that? Any person in the world, however devil you may call it, is always open to suggestion. And the child is like a sponge, just absorbing everything thrown at him. Correct? He is very impressionable. We can really mold him by good suggestions, good examples. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Namaste, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. We created a separate batch for children, and this time you will not believe more than 20,000 children have joined the groups. I request, so many mothers are here, please help me. And we need more people, either be teaching or you can assist the people who are teaching, and you can learn how to teach children there itself. Understanding how they are handling their question. Today I just morning went to one class where 5 to 10 year children are there. So naughty. Each one of them making a face. I was telling the teacher, now handle them. So, bolo kal Hare Krishna mantra bataya tha. Kaun bataya? They are, oh, main bataunga. They are ready. You know, there is children where teaching is different. It is more interactive. You cannot make them wait for half an hour and hear. By the time they break the screen, they want and we ask question, everybody has a question. And sometimes they ask very intelligent question. But they listen. Why Krishna did this? Why he did that? They straight ask anything. So it's a very nice age, and let us work on that age also, because that age the doors are open. If we can put something inside, immediately it becomes part of the system. At 15 years, the child start becoming independent. At 25 years, he's totally independent. That Chanakya analysis, he said 5 to 15 you should train. At 15, make him a friend. And at 25, give him the key of the house. It is his. Let him run the show now. The training should be so good that you're totally confident at 25 he's able to take charge of all the responsibilities. Correct? Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. So please hold those, particularly ladies, I request you, please join us, help us. Next time, I want to have 50,000 children, and let us all train them into chanting God's name, understanding what are the basics of Bhagavad Gita. Isn't it fun? Anna? It is so wonderful. We started with a small measure, and today it has come to a stage which is good. But why not take it up more and more? Hare Krishna. In fact, on the 31st of the year, we had a children's program in the night. 6 to 9, we did chanting of the Gita shlokas. A whole Gita. We are chanting again on the Ekadashi coming day after tomorrow. You'll all get a chance to participate. People participated very enthusiastically. And 9 to 12, a children's job. Oh, wow. Their program was much better than elders. So nice. They had made dramas. You know, with that 20 people on the screen, they have designed a drama. Even though they're in different houses, somebody is talking like this, somebody is this, switching. They do everything creatively. And I'll show you a lot of videos made by my students. You will really love. Maybe from tomorrow, I'll start showing. Hare Krishna. Radha Mataji.
Anju Patra Mataji, you can just ask question.
One, two, three. No, she's not there. Hare Krishna.
This is Shiny again. You can ask.
Harsh Pandey, Prabhuji, you can ask.
Then you can ask.
Hare Krishna. Harsh Pandey.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, boliye Prabhuji.
Guruji, I had a question. I wanted to know what would be your advice for a 20-year-old kid who is just like lost and don't know what would be the best path for him to lead a good, successful spiritual life ahead, and at the same time he knows that and he doesn't want to just live his life to feed the feed stomach of his family and himself. What would be your one advice?
See, hear Bhagavad Gita, and after you hear Bhagavad Gita, you get a clear goal of life. There's no eat to live or live to eat. That's the question, correct? So your focus becomes.
And also, Guruji, what would be my...
Wait. Now, so let me answer that question. See, the little echo is coming. So your question was, what should be the goal of life? But doesn't matter, 20 or 80-year-old soul is same at any body. Soul is neither old or young. We are all in the same soul, similar soul. And old and young is for the body, not for the soul. So we should, any situation, we should have a clear goal of life. And what happens to a youngster? that before at this age, you are becoming free. Before this, you did everything as told to you. Like a buffalo, tied a rope, come, and you went. Do this, we just follow. And at this age, you are now trying to stand on your own legs. You want a clear no, what I want to achieve in my life. है ना? You want. Just eating, sleeping, what happens? What the society tells? Grow up, go to school, go to college, get a job, get married, produce some children, become old and die. So person says, wait a minute. Why I should be doing all this? Let me just think about this, correct? So you cannot think till 20 years. At this age, you will start thinking, who am I? Why am I suffering? What is the goal of life? How am I related to this huge cosmos that I say? Isn't this kind of question are coming or not? Now, this philosophy, at least we should hear from Bhagavad Gita once. It is left to you to accept and reject. You should have full freedom for that. But you should give one chance to Krishna to present the philosophy, just like he presented to Arjuna. And once open heart, not that I already have bias, I have my opinion. वो अपना ओपिनियन है, bias है, वो छोड़ो कचरे में. एक बारी कान खोल के सुन लो कृष्ण जी क्या बोल रहे हैं. After that, you decide to accept or reject. Correct? So we just started that, and the whole picture will get ready because I have hardly introduced anything to you. Till now, I've only talked about the soul and talked to you about how work can be connected for my spiritual development. Right? That is the dynamics of the soul. How karma yoga can be used to lift the soul. Now tomorrow will be how jnana yoga can be used to lift the soul. And then really ashtanga yoga can be used to lift the soul. And finally, bhakti yoga, person surrender to Lord. So we will take the techniques of self-realization of the soul later, but we are convinced we are not the body, we are soul, and it opens a new life for me, isn't it? So now you should think not only for the body, how you will take care. So goal should be spiritual, means you adopt whatever you want. You want to take this profession, that profession, whatever.
Exactly.
But the goal should be clear. See, it doesn't mean that I have to go back to God's kingdom. I have to be brahmachari like this. It doesn't matter. We can be a grahastha also and be equally successful. Hai so many great, our acharyas are grahastha. Brahma is a grahastha. He's not a brahmachari. Vedavas is a grahastha who wrote all the Vedas. He's not a brahmachari. So it's not that only, but Narada is a brahmachari. Shukadeva Goswami's son was a brahmachari. So we are both brahmachari. Bhishma was a brahmachari. So we are both grahastha. That is not my goal. My goal is not to become brahmachari. My goal is to reach the lotus feet of the Lord. I take the vehicle which is convenient for me.
Exactly, Guruji. Guruji, I had one more question. While जब लक्ष्य हमने निर्धारित कर दिया है, एक बार सोच लिया कि हमें ये करना है, but there are a lot of situation when lot of things come to disturb you. They tend to make you away, disturb you or take you away from your path. So how can we handle this situation properly? What do our scriptures prescribe for that?
See, the difficulties are always welcome because they are only making you exercise. See, like exercise, that I told you yesterday also. Suppose you went to hospital, you had a fracture. Then 6 months you had a fracture. Then what happens? The bones get joined. But the muscles have a problem now. They're not used for 6 months. They don't function. You know that? So what they do? Slow physical exercises. So millions of births, trillions of births, maybe we are not served the Lord. So when you're going towards service to the Lord, these all difficulties help you exercise. No, Krishna. No, Krishna. Somebody comes with a bottle of liquor. No, Krishna. So you're choosing, no? Yes, Krishna. And no to metal energy. I want Krishna. So that is actually gradually exercising your muscles, mental muscles, spiritual muscles, and you. So nothing is outside control of the Lord. Every situation is within your capacity to pass. Krishna does not give an exam which you cannot pass. Moment you understand that, Vishram, you will enter the life is just an examination hall. Then your life is fun. See, teacher is the most. See, I was a student in my school and in a college. There was a difference. In my school, I used to study one day before what teacher teaches. Every teacher used to love me because that is unique. And I used to enter the class. I already studied what teacher will teach. I'll be just participating in the discussion. Teacher used to love. Wow, wonderful. You understood? I understood. You taught this, but madam, why that one is there? Teacher is so happy. Any teacher feels happy. College, what happened? थोड़े बुरे संग में जाके पढ़ना छोड़ दिया. The same teacher became devil for me. particularly 8 o'clock class in the morning. 8 o'clock class is a torture. And because we sleep at 2, 3 o'clock. At that class, one teacher was there, used to bring surprise quizzes. वो सरप्राइज क्विज का पेपर देखा था, मेरे को लगता था ये राक्षस आ गया, ये मार देगा क्या. तो सेम टीचर was so loving to me, like father and mother, became a demon for me. है ना, मार दिया इसने, तो खत्म कर दिया. So similarly, life is like that. Never please fight against a life. Totally God is in control and he has given a life in front of you to lead. Don't fight against it. Rather participate in it and have fun, because he has not done anything for your sadness. Stay. Teacher comes to the class. So my dear students, I want to announce to you that this course you have taken of fluid thermodynamics, this course will have these many credits. And you will have to do 11 assignments in this. There will be 3 exams. And you also have to write some notes. Yes, madam, I'm ready. How much happy the teacher will be? Or what do we behave? गधा आदमी, कुछ काम, इसको तो कुछ काम नहीं इतने. अरे why is he making assignment? It's thankless task. It's for your good he's making, isn't it? No, है ना? एक मुश्किल प्रश्न दे दिया, मार, ये पागल है क्या है? So you try to understand. Don't fight against life. The whole, just like in a hospital, the problem is you are thinking this hospital is a hotel. That's your problem. It's a hospital. When a nurse comes with the injection, it is for your good. Don't give in. It's your good. You have to get an injection regularly. Doctor ne list mein likha hai. Otherwise, you may get sick again. But you don't want to fight against. So don't fight against life. And organize life is enthusiastically understand the purpose of the hospital we are in and enthusiastically participate. Now makes sense? Harsh Pandey ji.
Thank you so much, Guruji. That
Idhar
really
se hain?
answered my
Belong
question.
to which place do you belong to originally?
I belong to Mumbai, Guruji.
Pandey ji. Pehle
Ji.
Originally also Mumbai only?
Yes. My village is in Uttar Pradesh, Varanasi.
Because that's why I asked you. Because I am from Uttarakhand. वहाँ पे
अच्छा.
पांडे बोलते हैं.
अच्छा, क्या बात है.
हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Pranamam Guruji. This is
Hare.
Shiny here. So my question is again based on the child video that we saw. It was really amazing.
You all loved it. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it was very much mesmerizing. So my
Very nice.
clarification.
All the music is great. Everything is great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have 2 clarifications based on that. First thing is, in the process of life and death, the first thing is the Atma enters. And when the Atma entered, there is no realizations of the suffering or pain until the 7th month when the consciousness actually entered, along when the body developed and then the consciousness.
7 months into deep sleep.
Okay.
Deep sleep. But you cannot kill him.
So the
that's
there. But so my question is, so the sense of pain and suffering only started after consciousness got in to the body. So Atma until then did not.
But poor fellow had a chance to take human birth and go back to kingdom of God. You deprived him. Again, he has to take birth. Again, he has to take birth. So the doctor who does that, doctor who does that, no, he'll also get the same reaction. Usko hi marta hi rahega. He'll never see he Prabhupada used to laugh. He'll never see life. He will be born in a womb, the doctor and the mother only see the same reaction. See, when there is a difficulty, the child runs to the mother. True or not? है ना? ये क्या mother ही मार दिया? ये क्या? I just give me 2 minutes. One mother went to doctor with a child, 10-year-old child. Said, doctor, see, I have a wonderful 10-year-old child, and again I'm pregnant. I don't want another, so please you avoid. The doctor said, I'll do one thing, I'll kill this child. She ran.
Okay, so
it's a very controversial thing, but abortion, as far as Vedas, we should not do abortion. I think, and even animals don't do it, only we do it. Some lower animals do, they eat their own children, no? Some dogs, some cats. हम वैसे ही बन गए, कुत्ते बिल्ली बन गए, अपने ही बच्चे खा जाते हैं. And you see how they do it, they cut like this in the womb and they drag hand, legs. You know that? How they do that?
No.
उसको
No,
देखोगे,
actually.
it is very simple. Actually, according to acharyas, it's very bad, very bad.
So, Guruji, my question is, so for the realization of the suffering and the pain, it is actually the consciousness that is giving us the sense of that. So,
After
Atma,
7 months, after
yeah,
7 months, the
yeah,
suffering will start.
yes.
It's
So,
dark,
when,
just like आपको if I tie you in a room, ठीक है, ऐसे बंद करके रख दूंगा, 2 दिन में आप पागल हो जाओगे, है ना? Isn't it?
yes,
In a room, dark room and like this, that also यार normally तो नहीं है, चेयर में बैठ सकते, ऐसे बिल्कुल सिर दबा के नीचे, है ना? And
yes.
then mother has one chili, इसको कोई बोल वो chili नहीं खाओ, जल रहा है पूरा शरीर, can't do anything, isn't it?
Yes. So the Atma per se is not experiencing that pain. Only when consciousness got in, the whole experience is coming.
Yeah.
Is it the same when we experience, when we go to Naraka or Swarga, what the concept of that, we don't have the body. And to that
No,
extent, there is no
that
consciousness
time,
also for the Atma.
no, that time you are given a yatana sharira. अभी सुनना है नरक के बारे में. देखिए, नींद नहीं आएगा if I tell you. They'll give you a yatana sharira. Yatana sharira means just like this gross body is another subtle body, very much a special body. Suppose they fry you in kadhai, you will have the same pain, but you'll not die. Very dangerous.
But we have to go through the pain without
Not
an
paining,
end to it.
if suppose somebody fries me kadhai, for 2 minutes I'll die. But there you don't die, but the pain is same. The whole body will become red and they will keep doing khad in kadhai. So if the kind of activities you do, open the 5th canto of Bhagavatam and you read last chapter. There is a discussion of hell.
Okay.
If you read that, we already you read the 5th canto of Bhagavatam and the last chapter, the discussion of hell. So it will be very interesting if you read that. In fact, when you come for the advanced course, I'll do all
And,
that. Okay? Today, I just wanted to give the basic ideas. But 5th canto, last chapter, there is a description of hell. You can read that. Of Bhagavata, not Gita. Bhagavata.
Okay.
Bhagavata
And
is
also
80,000.
attribute too much to the birth.
Hmm?
Okay, we attribute a lot in our tradition to the birth time when the child takes birth. That is when it comes out of the womb of a mother. So, is that really the time that we should be considering, or the time when the Atma enters? Because we don't have the understanding of when the life begins. Is it when the Atma enters? If that is the case, we really cannot attribute what is that time.
Soul enters the body at the moment of conception, a unicellular form. At that time, from the beginning, the soul is there. See, soul is waiting for a material vehicle. It has desires, material desires. Therefore, it is here. The moment the body is ready, fuck it. Not on its own, karmana daiva netrena, but Lord's arrangement it enters. Therefore, we disagree to all these Miller's scientific theories of Darwin Miller. I'll take that as science of spirituality. They say some chemicals came around and the life is formed. Huh? What about the soul? Life is the soul, not the body. It will be dead cell. Even you cannot create. They can't make one mitochondria. They simply jump so much. Even if they design a cell, it's dead cell. So many dead cell lying in a graveyard. Who cares? Because life is the soul, not the cell. Their example given in the Shastra, Tandula Vishika Nyaya. Suppose I put honey and ants come, honey does not produce ants. Honey only makes it attractive for the ants to come. Similarly, from the rice, Tandula, Vrishika, a scorpion comes on. It doesn't mean rice will produce scorpion. The rice produces a favorable atmosphere for scorpion to lay eggs, and therefore the scorpions will come out. So this argument of Miller and Darwin are, according to Vedas, not agreeable. Evolution is of consciousness, not the forms. He read wrong. I think he has cheated and stolen this concept from Padma Purana. Jalajanava because what he wrote, the chart is there in Padma Purana. But there it is consciousness evolution, not body evolution. He misunderstood. Thoda samajh nahi hai usko. Jalajanava lakshani stavara lakshya vimshati krumyo rudra shankaya pakshinam dasha lakshanam. The same thing. Trimshal lakshani pashavaha chatur lakshani manavaha. 84 lakhs are divided. And in the sequences, as Darwin says, evolution, but there it's not talking about evolution of the body. It's talking about evolution of the soul. He misunderstood that and created a concoction. So after we finish few verses, parallelly, apart from Gita, we'll continue this presentation. So I think that will also be interesting. Yes, Hare Krishna. Any other questions?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My name is Satish. I have a question. So, why do some children born with disabilities? Because is it because of his past karmas or?
Yes, yes. See, just like when when Krishna lifted mountain, we say he's wonderful, wonderful. Hai na? It's a wonderful for anybody to do that. Similarly, when any activity you see, wonderful. Never feel it is sad. There is nothing lamentable in God's kingdom. He is taking his child through some experience. He wants to make each and every child into a responsible gentleman. Isn't it that any father wishes like that? He wants his child, my dear child, I want you to become a responsible gentleman. Take reaction now for what kind of activities you do. Okay. That is experiential learning here. How do they get? Don't bother. It's difficult for you to understand. Gradually in consciousness, experiences are developing. Every good or bad situation in life has an experience, isn't it? So the journey of life, God is very actively involved in a journey of life. He's trying to mold you. Now, instead of learning by experience, you can learn very fast by hearing. What you would have learned by millions of years of experience, you can learn in half an hour hearing. That's what in Gita Mahatmya we read said in the first day. By hearing Bhagavad Gita, all Papadali washed away. So all the experiential, see, any animal life is a life for experiential learning. It's like EXE file. You are there, but you have no control over the life because your senses are so strong. You just respond like an EXE file. Correct? Therefore, they have Louis Pasteur's experiment. Animal behavior is well governed. He has hardly any independence. Isn't it true? So animal life, it just goes through an experience. Okay, you want to eat meat? One experience. You want to sleep? Another experience. Whatever desires you have, animal life facilitates that. You want to fly in the sky? Okay, bird experience. So after all the kind of experience, 80 lakh forms, you get human form of life. And in human form of life, the Vedanta Sutra says, Ataha Brahma Jigyasa. Now, therefore, please have absolute inquiries. Why? Because material desires have been fulfilled thoroughly. Now, you should not be thinking about that. You got it? Somebody say eat. You've done it in so many forms. So why you are thinking about it? Yes, Satish Reddy ji. Hare Krishna. उनका connection weak हो गया. So today we end here, admin.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Some people still questions are not answered. Because what happened today? Yesterday, so many people wrote more than 2 hours. What happened? Out of respect, some people don't disconnect because they feel it is not good. And we drag them more than 2 hours, it's not good. 2 hours is sufficient. Overall, थोड़ा समझेंगे ना, you have to digest also, no? थोड़ा भी अब उसको आप जो सुना उसको digest करिए, analyze, and if you feel something is there personally, you cannot ask, you write. I'll try to answer all questions. Okay. So Vaishnav Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitana pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo nama. Anant Koti Vaishnav